Thank you, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Oakland, California. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Seattle Seahawks and the Oakland Raiders. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go. Quick, 3, 15. 57 mark.
And let's pin the mirrors back and go 14.
Hey, watch it, watch it. Switch. Alert 3, alert 3.
On first down, Taylor. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 11 yards there and a first down for Seattle.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
The give to Taylor. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. You don't see that a ton, do you? A cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball is moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Right here, double count. Check. Lucky. 36. Check. Kill.
Hey, turn it up.
Kill.
14, find it.
Kill, turn up.
Taylor. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. 7 yards on the carry. Make it 3rd and 4 coming up.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
What? 20.
Don't get nervous. Check 9.
Check it back. Peek in. Check 3.
On 3rd down, Taylor. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a gain of 12, first down Seahawks. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 46. Now they'll throw it with Wilson. He'll get this one to Galladay. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. from the shotgun. Wilson forced out to his left. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now second down. Got out of the pocket, didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice, get rid of it, live to fight another down.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32.
Watch the slip. Watch the slip. Check 37. Check 37. Shift. Hey, 0. Motion to the backfield. Hey, switch gears. Whip. 12. 12.
They run with Taylor. And he's going to be close to a first down as he gets this to the Raiders' 24.
Playing against a 3-4 front is really challenging for offensive linemen because they can do so many different things. But when you're running the football, if you can handle the nose tackle up front and then maybe a guard can slide up to the second level and block a linebacker, that's when you have success running the football.
On third down, Taylor. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. 4th down. Here's Wilson. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. The Seahawks go for it but can't convert. And this crowd into it early. Their guys stand tall on the opening drive of the football game. First carry for Josh Jacobs. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Hey, alert. Sponge. No. 80. He's coming. We got something on Monday.
Check 4.
On 2nd and 9, Rosen. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Out of the gun, here's Josh Rosen. He's got his man. It's Williams. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Tyrell Williams, 76 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. As a former DB, you might not like to see them, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left. We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now Wilson. He'll find Taylor. That's complete. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. So negative yardage, a loss of 3 on 2nd down, and that leads to a tough 3rd down call. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And he can't quite intercept it. Zone coverage, free safety was there. Couldn't come up with it, and now it's 4th down. The Seahawks send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest
pressure comes, and down goes Rosen. Jadeveon Clowney has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
Switch.
Monday.
Check 3.
Hug. Monday.
Here's Rosen to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Hey, quarter. Kill.
From the shotgun, it's Rosen. He's going to look deep down the field. And that is incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
On 4th down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Fielded just inside the 20. They'll call that a punt of 59 yards. Tough to do better than that. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. A little soul-searching now?
I would say so, and they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more than normal, put them in some tough spots. But what's the old adage? When you get another chance, it gives you a better chance to do it right.
And he's going to lose yardage here, back to his own 18. That really sets him back, a loss of 6.
You know what the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
But you're going to tell me, good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first, it's good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all and actually ran with the lineman to where the play was and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a second and long. Here's Wilson. Open man is Galladay, complete. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. The Seahawks on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11.
Hey, check. 3 down. He's crashing. Watch twist.
Alert.
57.
From the gun, it's Wilson. He's got a man, complete. And now look at him go. Past the 20. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. And, yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty. No question there.
You don't think they spent a couple of seconds mulling over what the penalty
I don't even know why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
You gonna see me in your nightmare. Watch the safety. Alert.
On 2nd down, Jacobs. And he'll just get back to the line of scrimmage, if that. And with a flag on the field. And that one looks to be in the area where someone was held. Can see this quite a bit on running plays with the guys out wide. A lot of times, though, it doesn't get caught.
You're exactly right, because it's away from the play usually, so a lot of it goes undetected. But I know this will surprise you. I coach some receivers in the offseason. We work a lot on hand placement and blocking downfield. Might want to take that course.
Now Rosen to throw on 2nd down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the all-pro free safety, Earl Thomas. And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
And you can't say enough about our man making the interception right there, Brandon. It's his 12th year in the league, and you told me before the game that he still got it, and he does. What a play that was to come away with the football.
Let's go, baby.
After the interception, here's Wilson. Dancing to his left. He's going to take off with it. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down.
Yeah, not much there that time. And I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he just throw the ball away and he winds up only picking up a yard or two.
Wilson going to fake the give and keep it himself. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. 10 yards and a Seattle first down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
They'll run on first down. It's Taylor. He gets away from one. Now it looks like we've got a Raider here, slow to get up. We'll take a break and get a report from Oakland after this. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Russell Wilson with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? RAC?
Run after catch, and he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
This will be fielded at the 8. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line.
Oh, you got deep? Hey, I'm in one down. Check 24. Watch 24.
Off the play fake. Here's Rosen. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Bobby Wagner, the former second-rounder out of Utah State, with a sack. Well, it was second long. Now it's third and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving them exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Hey, alert, alert. Strip that ball. Check 52. Check, watch 80. 25. Check 25. One down. Tighten up.
Third and long here for Rosen. That's caught by his tight end, Foster Moreau. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A pickup of 24 on the third down conversion.
Check. Watch the twist.
Shoot! Alert. Hey, one down. 24. Check 24.
From the gun, it's Rosen. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jadeveon Clowney in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. After the sack on first down, Rosen.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long.
They're not ready for this. They still playing soccer. Y'all playing the wrong football.
Play action here with Rosen. They'll get this one complete to Zay Jones. He's at the 30, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. A big play there. His second touchdown on the season, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game.
As a former defender, I would be angry as well. Could not get off the field. Well-executed offensive drive. No matter what the defense tried, they couldn't stop them.
Point after, right down the middle. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go!
At their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
At the 26-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
He's checking.
From the gun, Wilson. He'll find Metcalf. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be third down. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And the Raiders pick it up. Look at the big man rumble. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return for 6 and a Raider touchdown. And Charles, look at the big fella. What a rumble that was. Not only to scoop it, but then take it the rest of the way for the touchdown.
And now you know they're going to have to hear about it from now on. The defensive backs, he's going to want to run with them, do their drills, the whole deal. He thinks he's the pace setter now.
It doesn't matter what happens in practice this week, he's smiling. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This is taken at the 3. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. Pretty good results here on the first down run as he takes this forward for about 6. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
We got 4. We got 4. Check it out, Reed. One left. 57.
They go play action with Wilson. They'll roll him out right. To the right and complete to Galladay. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. 11 yards there and a first down for Seattle. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Check. Lucky. 36. Check. Kill. Go down. 57.
Here's Taylor. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
57's right. Watch the flag. Good. Kill. Turn up. Check that.
They go play action now. Wilson rolling to his right. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. 3rd down.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
Check 3.
Run now.
57's the mic.
Now Taylor. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It's a gain of 12, first down Seahawks.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Taylor. And a loose football. And the Raiders pick it up. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense.
I'm
A little under 30 seconds to go. We'll see how they play it here on 1st and 10. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he'll work this back to right around the line of scrimmage and surrender there. Making the stop that time, Bobby Wagner. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
So don't say nothing.
Hey, switch gears, switch gears.
Middle.
Watch the whip.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. Accelerating, and off he goes. A big play there just before halftime. 44 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
6 guard. Check 6 guard. Undercrush. 49. Alert.
On 1st down, they go with Jacobs again. He'll have a 1st down inside the 10. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs in the final seconds of the first half. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. The Raiders with the lead already, and they will get the football here as the second half is now underway. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
Mike.
180.
Mike 4. 3 buzz, 3 buzz, 3 buzz. Hatchet, hatchet. Check, 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 check. Check, check, check.
Once again, it's Jacobs. That one good for 13 and a Raider first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
You ain't doing nothing today. You ain't doing nothing today. Kill, kill, kill.
Hey, alert 3, alert 3.
Pick the edge, pick the edge.
Check 99.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
At the 50-yard line.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
It's our time. No, no, no. Off. He's crashing. He's quarter. Watch twist. Watch twist.
Shift.
Bang, 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 bang.
They'll run right here with Jacobs. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down.
Watch a slant. Watch a slant. Watch a slant. 80. Check safety.
Watch the safety. Name on that.
Now Rosen. And able to complete it to Moreau. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 37. And that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point that continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
Slam. Watch the twist. Check 31.
Hug.
On 1st down, Jacobs. The football comes out. Jacobs lost it.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
Break it. 54 Mike. Let's go one more. Shoot. Switch. Slam.
Hey, alert.
On 2nd down now, it's Jacobs. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
It's now 3rd and 13.
Let's get it.
Two running plays go backwards, so what's the call on 3rd and 13 now?
Shift. Switch.
One down.
Safe.
They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
No surprise there, Jadeveon Clowney with a tackle for loss. We all know how he became one of the most famous players in football, though, don't we remember?
Oh, that one play.
Yeah, that one big-time play. It was on highlights everywhere. They want to see more of that here in the NFL.
And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the 3rd quarter.
And as a defense, The way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Wilson now throwing again to the right side and complete to Metcalf. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first.
Well, this is where reading defenses and practice time comes into play. You've got to know what you're running versus zone versus man and how to run the proper route. And they just executed that one pretty well.
Wilson buying time to his left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down.
Let's go double count right here, double count.
Here's Wilson. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked by Ronnie Harrison. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
Here we go. Kill. Check 52. Alert.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Jenkins. And he loses the football a 2nd time. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And this one will be brought back to the 22. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
25. Check 25. Tighten up.
On 1st down, it's Taylor. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
But these guys are going to chop into that deficit. They got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Check nickel. Good job right there.
Play action. It's Wilson. Flushed out right. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Credit the secondary and credit the defensive game plan. They've been in his hip pocket all game long. They understood coming in that he was a big-time receiver.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Hey, check 24.
From the shotgun, Wilson. And that will be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Now look at this, 4th and 12, and they're going to line up to go for it.
I'll go special.
Here we go on 4th with Wilson. He's got a man. It's Williams. They get 17 on that one. Move the chains. 1st down Seahawks.
It's a gain of
Wilson now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Escaping the pressure right. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target in the second half.
Yeah, it should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him.
He'll get this one to Galladay. Back now in the East Bay. It's the Seahawks with possession of the football, but they do trail here to begin quarter number 4. The Seahawks on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 11. Wilson will throw again. He's airing it out for Williams. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down.
Check 50.
The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down.
57's the mic. Watch 57 on it. 57's the mic. 57's the mic. Let's go.
Hey, check Mike.
The Seahawks will go for it. It's Wilson. And he'll find Galladay. That's complete. It's a gain of 12. 1st down Seahawks. You cannot write these guys off just yet. Not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Flush to his right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Melvin Ingram make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury.
Check tight.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Wilson. Left side here taken in by Metcalf. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
57's mic. Watch 57.
Go.
On 3rd down, Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 37.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 37-yard line. From the gun, it's Wilson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
He's coming. Double up.
On 2nd down, it's Taylor. And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Easy one, but it's coming again.
The Seahawks on 3rd down. Not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This will be 3rd and 5. It's Williams on the catch. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
So I'll go special. I'll go special. Fair.
They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. This one into the hands of Metcalf. That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first. They'll run on first down. It's Taylor. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball. Yeah,
recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game, and that was a big talk, both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them, holding them under 200 today.
2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
You got it. You got it.
They're going on 4th down. It's Wilson.
I'm not sure, Brandon, we've seen a sloppier played game this year for a team on offense. Turn it over 4 times and expect to win? No chance whatsoever. And look, I have no idea what the ratio is about turnover 4 times and how that correlates to winning or losing, but I'll guarantee you, it's not very good.
They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And now nothing but green ahead of him. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Josh Jacobs, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 24. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken at the 3. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line.
At their own 33-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they had a nice little drive going last time. 30 interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? On first down, Taylor, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. They go to the ground again with Taylor. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
That's complete to Disley, the tight end. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
4th down. Here's Wilson. Looking left side. He's got it. Complete. 11 yards there and a first down for Seattle. Fourth down, trailing in the fourth quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays have been successful throughout the game that have worked in the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 23 yards on the play. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
Check 24, check 24.
Sponge, sponge, sponge. No, no, no. He's coming, he's coming, he's coming. We got double up, double up.
Look, guys, 4 down, 4 down.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. This will be caught just inside the 10. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. To throw again is Wilson. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Kenny Galladay with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Seahawks are able to cut into that deficit. So now a 2-point conversion attempt coming for Wilson and the Seahawks. Open man is Galladay, complete. And he will get into the end zone to shave 2 more points off the deficit. So time definitely not in their favor. Down 2 scores, but they'll try the onside kick. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. Running is Jacobs. And I think this defense knew what was coming, as he is smothered behind the line. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
Switch it, come on, switch it. Middle.
They'll keep it on the ground. Jacobs. Give him 2 yards that time, and it's going to leave him with a 3rd and 11 situation. Now a timeout called for by the defense, as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go.
Check, watch 54, watch 54. I'm coming after you. Check 3. Hatchet.
On 3rd down, here comes Jacobs. There he goes, right side. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Josh Jacobs, 47 yards. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. I tell you, Charles, you play to the final whistle, I get that, but there are a few folks that might not be too happy with that score late in the game with it already well in hand.
You seem a little squeamish about that last score.
I struggle with it. I struggle. But on the other, the argument, I get it, on the other side is, hey, do something about it. Stop them.
I guarantee you, I know who was really excited. Fantasy owners who had them. Hey, listen, get the points for me. They're not worried about hurt feelings or anything like that. That's just new age stuff.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34.
At their own 34-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Now, one final throw here is incomplete, and that is how this one will come to an end.
Quick, 380.
Check, 59. Quick.
Left pass.
Check. Fresno.
Good.
Lights 59.
One last shot for Wilson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they?